think that she works hard for what she wants to do. At times, even though people say maybe it's best if you don't do it.
So many different areas, and she is multi-talented as well, trying to do poetry. She is a engineer or a scientist, and she has been writing books, singing songs, and able to take care of the family along with all these things. So
I'm Yojna. I'm a scientist by profession and artist by passion. I reinvented myself a couple of times, several times indeed in my life, and I chose not to fit in one box. At the moment, I'm a poet, composer, writer, AI strategist and speaker, a digital creator, and a businesswoman as well. I think science taught me how to think, arts taught me how to feel, and the life taught me how to integrate all of this together. This whole thing may sound very diverse, but for me, it's like a continuous journey of learning and evolving. I come from the most beautiful mountainous part of India, the Himalayas. I come from a lower middle class family as we started. In my childhood, if I see that time back then in India, life was simple, parenting was simple, and things were less luxurious life, but better values, more values. So those things things doesn't come very easy. I think that was a big learning that has shaped my life throughout. The value for money, the value for dignity of work, value for hard work. Those are the things which has shaped my life from the very childhood, and the kind of parenting I got in Uttarakhand, in the Himalayas, in my family. Me, my two younger brothers, my mom, dad, and my grandmother used to live with us. And my grandmother, who was a very resilient, very strong woman, I think she had a great influence on me as much as the mountains did. And then later in my life, I moved to Delhi, to Bangalore. And you know what, like, mountains teach you stillness, cities teach you ambition and speed. And that is what I gained. These all things combined together make me the person I am at the moment. Yeah, so me and my husband, we met in college. We are both from BITS Pilani. It's a very prestigious college in India. And after 1.5 years or more of courtship, we entered into marriage. Personally, for me, I think marriage is a very interesting institution. I'm not in favor or against of marriage, but yeah, I married out of choice. And recently we celebrated our 20th years of companionship, of marriage. I think in marriage, in India there is a saying, "Shadi ka laddu khaye to pachtaye aur na khaye to pachtaye." It means that marriage is a sweet. If you eat, you regret. If you don't eat, still you regret. It's like that. But yeah, marriage definitely teaches you three things: to adapt, to adjust, and to evolve. So it's not just about being together and continuing that companionship. It's more about the spark, the love, and the understanding in that relationship should be alive. It's not only about just dragging that relationship for the sake of a relationship. One thing that I like about and I appreciate about Indian culture, I'm not comparing to any other culture or any other community. In fact, the things are changing rapidly in Indian society as well. But definitely, when it comes to marriage, I think Indian marriages hold the bond is stronger because of several reasons. In West and many other communities, I think people give up onto any relationship very easily, while any relationship, not only of partners, but any relationship requires a lot of patience. Of course, that patience, that intent should come from both the parties. You should never live in a toxic relationship, in a one-sided relationship. But of course, if there is an intent to make it work, then definitely you should try to make it work, because otherwise you will just keep on hopping around and not finding somebody you feel really an anchor of your life. So I think marriage provides you that anchor, but at the same time you should have the freedom in any relationship to move around and explore and grow. And that is what I think worked in our relationship, is that it was a roller coaster ride, and many a times we thought of giving up, but then we pulled up each other and thought that okay, let us give it one more chance, and yeah, it worked beautifully so far. I won't call them dramatic. I arrived here in the summers of 2018, and honestly speaking, I loved Berlin. From day one, I loved Berlin for its vibrancy, the lively atmosphere, and there were so many fests happening during that time period. The walks along River Spree from Ospenhof to Treptower almost every day, and the greenery of Köpenick and Adlershof, and so much to do for every age group. I really totally loved it, and it's so green and beautiful. Coming from Delhi to Berlin during summers, you can imagine, it was really blissful. And one thing that people many times talk about, language. Let me tell you, my experience was not of that kind, and that is sometimes surprising for people. I found my first job here with a A1 level German, and it worked fine. But yeah, one thing I realized, that you can get a job without German, you can survive in that, because that job was an English profile in a multinational. But to make yourself feel more confident, to survive the internal, lunch conversations, there you need German. So basically, to improve your quality of life, it's important to have a good command on German. But anyways, because of different reasons, then I left the job and I started my own company in 2020. So yeah, my first years in Germany were pretty beautiful, I would say, and still going well. The language is a problem, it's a barrier, not that much in Berlin, because Berlin is not Germany. However, the practical challenges came in booking, school appointments, booking, talking to the school secretariat at the kids' schools, or making doctor's appointment and things like that. But of course, I would always encourage everyone to improve their German proficiency if they want a great quality of life in Germany, because if you integrate well, then yeah, the options are endless, and you can explore the city, the country, like a native, and that is very empowering and beautiful. So the woman who arrived, she was capable, but still seeking validation. But you know what? When you change countries, migration strips off many old labels and your past achievements. You are just like, a nobody in a new place. And when you start from scratch, you reinvent yourself. That gives the confidence that probably, staying in your own comfortable zone and then growing will never give you. So evolving here in a new country, I think I got the confidence that at this moment I feel much more free. I'm able to explore the things and take the risks that I never was ready to take when I was in my comfort zone in my home country. And now I became ready mentally, professionally, and I built that kind of environment around myself that I'm doing it right now. So when you start from zero, you gain that kind of confidence, and that is what migration many a times gives you, the opportunity and the exposure as well. It was a good job opportunity for my husband, and we said, okay, fine, let's try it out. He came, then after a few months, I came with kids, and then I found a new job. So it was more about our willingness to step out of our comfort zone and explore the world, because definitely one thing is for sure, people are afraid of relocation, not only out of their own country, but I have seen people limiting themselves to even relocate to another city because, okay, I have a home, I have this, I have that. But the kind of exposure, the kind of opportunities relocation gives you within country or outside country, that experience you can never get just by visiting a city or another place, So this is something which is very enriching, and I will never regret this decision of leaving our comfort zone and venturing into a completely new territory where everybody said, okay, fine, Germany is a tough country, blah, 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 and there are so many challenges, this, that, and cultural issues and language barriers, perfect. But you know what? This is something which I feel at this point in time was the best decision of our lives, that we made this change, we made this move, not only for ourselves, but our kids also, who are now getting the kind of exposure that probably I had dreamt for myself. Support starts with awareness. In my view, men in today's world of our generation are much more empathetic and supportive of women. But yeah, of course, they can become better by observing. They don't need to be experts of biology to understand things like the menstruation period or the pregnancy time, the lactation time, and what women goes through, what their daughters might be going through. I have 2 daughters, and both are teenagers. In our family, at the moment, the environment and the talks, the conversations we are having, like my daughter's talking to their father, they are so different. But I used to be talking to my father, that kind of gap, the conversation and communication mindset gap that the older generation was having. Happily, that doesn't exist anymore to a great extent, I would say, at least not in my family, and very happy about that. So in our family, we always foster open conversation, communication. My daughters talk about their periods, talk about their pain or any issues more to their father than to me many a times. And that is pretty beautiful. And my husband is very understanding, and he at times tells me things that, probably I might have overlooked. Yeah. I would link it to the mountains. So yoga is like what mountains give you, the stillness, the patience, the resilience. That is something yoga gives you, And what cities give you, the speed, the ambition. So yoga gives you that flexibility, agility, adaptability. And that's beautiful, that in just few minutes, by controlling your breath and meditating and doing that, moving your body without having the need to have great equipments and, go somewhere and do the things. You can just have a mat in one corner of your house, and you don't have any other excuse that, okay, I can't do it, because you can do it if you have to be able to do it. So family bonding means psychological safety. I can talk to my husband, to my kids, to my relatives freely. They can talk to me, and there is no this kind of ego or judgment that I should be afraid of. That is something very, very important when you talk about family bonding. And how do we do it? Yeah, of course, family dinners, the secret recipe that everybody follows. At least have one meal a day together. We are not able to comply to it all the times, but we try to do it as much as possible. I think cooking together is also a very good way. Then one ritual that I do with my daughters is I do me time with my daughters, like one-to-one time, that okay, we will go for lunch. I will go with one daughter for a lunch and the other one separately with something. And we just take out that time to talk and connect. Okay, what's going on? Because on a day-to-day basis, otherwise you forget to tell the details. Another thing that I do and is working very well, I never speak to my kids like I'm speaking to small children. Never. I mean, when they were very young also, now they are teenagers, but even when they were very young, I always spoke to them like they're adults, and if they're asking me for any advice, I used to ask them for advice first. That, okay, this is what is going on in my life and can you consult me? And I saw that they used to take more interest in, okay, fine, yeah, mom, you can do it this way. Why don't you try this? No, you should not feel bad. So I think when they feel that I'm trying to get their opinion, they also feel free and interested in telling me their part and then asking me for advice. So then it becomes a two-way thing and not just like, okay, fine, I'm the parent, I will tell you how to do this, you should only be doing this. No. Okay. We talk adult to adult, we talk like two people talking to each other. And really, I mean, this has worked out since childhood till now pretty beautifully, pretty nice. And I would say as a parenting tip, definitely, I mean, you should also ask your kids their opinion on your life stuff and you see how magic happens. So there are three things I hold on to for myself and for my family. One is language, second is festivals, and three is the narrative, the stories. So I write mostly in Hindi. I write in English as well, but I write poetry and stories in Hindi. And I also teach Hindi. I started it during the Corona times. I started teaching my children Hindi. They were very young during those years. So I thought that why not, when I'm doing this, why don't I open it as an online classes? And many kids joined. So since then, I'm still teaching children Hindi because I think language is the career of culture. And wherever we live, regardless of religion, I think religion is fine, but then the most important bond that connects people is language. So you should definitely learn new languages, but should never forget your own. And so as a personal cause, I thought that I will pick up language as one of the causes outside India to preserve it and also spread it as much as possible in my own capacity, while trying to learn German as well, that I'm still trying. So I teach Hindi, and I also write in Hindi, and we also do events in Berlin and in Germany, and online events, offline events around the language. Here, I really don't feel like we are staying outside India, to be honest, except the fact that when it's the actual festival date, that is a working day, right? So we are not able to celebrate on that particular day like Holi, Diwali and other festivals, but definitely we are celebrating them more than sometimes as we used to do it back home. And the Indian community is growing day by day in Berlin and in Germany, and you will see nowadays big festive parades, national celebrations like Independence Day, Republic Day, celebrated at grand levels. Lot of regional level and national level festivals like Holi, Diwali I mentioned, and even smaller regional festivals like Marathi festival or Gujarati festival, or Tamilian and Kerala festival. So there are so many communities here, not only in Berlin, but I think across Germany, there are so many religious, so many state-wise communities, and they are doing a lot of work. One thing I see missing, and I'm working towards it, as a poet and as a writer is fostering the literary circle in Germany, which still is very less as compared to the music scene, the dance related activities, those things. The literary things are activities are much less, but yeah, as more and more people are coming, we are meeting like-minded people, and we are working in that direction as well. When people ask me about India, I often say that India is not just a country, it's a continent of cultures. So, in the north, there are Himalayas, the grandeur of Himalayas, and one of the most ancient cities like Benares. And you should read my book, my novel Benares Meets Berlin, on that note. And you have the music, and you have cities and states like Rajasthan, the history. Then you move to the south, and you will see ancient heritage and the Sanatan Dharmas still alive there, and you will see a contrast in the traditions as compared to north. I mean, there is so much different. The north is so different from the south. Then you go to the west and you see the entrepreneurial spirit of Mumbai, the financial capital of India. And then you go to the east and you see the poetry and the calm, the rich heritage of Bengal, from where you got India got so many thinkers and poets and freedom fighters. So it's very hard to tell about India in few sentences. It's an experience that everybody in one lifetime should definitely experience. That is my recommendation. So just go there and see that how beauty is into chaos, how beauty is in the colors, and you will find so much to offer in one single country that you will be really amazed. It's a very hard question at this point in time. Delhi lives in me, Benares lives in me, and Berlin is home too. It's very hard to say what we will do after a few years, after 10 years, but definitely I love to be in the city while staying connected to my roots. And in Berlin, we have created a little oasis. So many Indians, we are doing so many festivals while integrating and spreading Indianness around. So we will continue doing that, and let's see how and where life takes us, to India or to some other continent, or we stay here, don't know, but the essence is that we should continue doing our work in the full spirit and also supporting the community and spreading happiness, isn't it? That's all that matters. So several things I'm excited about, several projects I'm working on at the moment. I launched 2 songs under the album Ux Reflections and Melody very recently, and more songs are about to come soon. So that is one thing. Second, there is a patriotic song I wrote, and that is something I feel very proud about, that this is the first NRI, NRI means non-resident Indians, the first song dedicated to the patriotism of Indians living outside for the country. And we released audio during the Republic Day celebration this year. It is doing very well, and the plan is to make a very nice grand video for that song. So that is underway. Then I'm working on a novel, which hopefully I should be able to complete. I'm working on that novel for almost 2 years now. So I hope it is complete this year and I can submit it to publishers. And yeah, I'm speaking at a few conferences about artificial intelligence. So yeah, these are the things on my table at the moment and keeping me busy. तन दूर देश की माटी से पर मन जन गण मन गाएगा, तन दूर देश की माटी से पर मन जन गण मन गाएगा.
That's a wrap. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.